What's going on, y'all? And welcome to another episode of Dominique The Podcast. Happy Tuesday to y'all. Y'all come on in here. I'm glad y'all in here. You doing okay? Give it up for my guest right now. We did a virtual show actually over the holidays.
Right.
And she killed it. Very funny comedian. Y'all give it up.
Appreciate it.
Danny Dollar. Give it up for Danny Dollar.
Yeah. Glad to be here, man.
Yeah, I am too, Janet.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
doing good? Where you based at, Janet? You in Atlanta?
Yes, I'm in Atlanta. Yeah, in Atlanta. We kind of wide open down here, acting like it ain't no virus, child.
Yeah, how you feel about that though?
Well,
Or you doing the same thing?
I mean, I try not to. I'm not going out to open mics or nothing like that for real, for real. I'm only going out to paid gigs. But you can go to open mics every night here in Atlanta. Every night there's an open mic, and some nights it's two or three you can hit. So they are wide open. I be telling people, I ain't old,
But I
but
ain't young.
yeah, I don't
You
want
know?
your disrespectful getting all in my personal space. I don't want that.
Hell
I ain't
no.
no senior citizen, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I ain't
Yeah.
no senior citizen either, but guess what? I ain't
Mm-mm.
no I ain't 20 either. Let me say that.
I know that's right. I got money invested in places. I'm grown.
Yeah, I'm real grown. I'm real grown. I'll be calling for help like that. I
I'm
know
telling you.
we talk about everybody talk about how Atlanta wide open, and I just wanted to know how you took that. You know what I'm saying? What you said you
Yeah.
said, and I want to say hi to Kiva. Kiva Hersey Nails. Nails is nails. Is that nails? Nails. I don't have my glasses on, Kiva. And
Oh Lord.
DeAndre Reed, welcome on in. I did. I left my glasses over there. I don't know what happened with that. So I just wanted to see how you felt about that since it is wide open.
Yeah. Well,
Being
they
in a
say that
place
we. I
that's
don't think
wide
we the.
open.
I don't think we the only city wide open. I heard LA was finna open up, honey.
LA opening up, they throw me off though, because one minute it's the most deadliest, and then the next minute we opening up. I mean, damn, is it deadly or is it time to open up? Fake
Girl,
Rock,
I
Fake
really.
Face,
Right.
Bessie James, what's going on? I mean, because is it deadly or is it time to open up?
I'm
That's where they
telling you.
throw me off at all the time with it. It can't be
I,
deadly for a week, and then after the week over, it ain't deadly no more.
that's what they just said. They were telling us in Georgia to wear two masks. I said, now y'all just said that man that got kicked out of office had done bought out of stock with the mask. Now I know he telling us to wear two masks so he can get rich again.
Who said we're two maids? Dr. Fauci.
Yeah, that's what they talking about down here. Talking about y'all need to wear two masks. You know what?
That's what Dr. Fauci. Dr. I can't hardly breathe in one. I'm gonna have to trust God with the one. And if the one not working, I
I'm
don't know.
telling
I
you,
can't do anything about that.
girl, I feel the same way. It's tough. I can't. I be feeling I can't even think with the mask on. Somebody ask me something, I be thinking, what you say?
Yeah, I can't. It's hard to breathe, especially if you wear that N95. Hey Ross, that N95 will jack you all the way up.
I can't. Yeah, them for painters. I don't paint.
Yeah, I don't do.
Yeah. That's too much.
Yeah, we got another guest coming in too. We got Damon Williams coming. He's still in his car. He said he
Right.
get home in 5 minutes, so he gonna pop in. He gonna run in real quick. He gonna pee, and then he gonna pop
Baby,
in.
that's what I was just finna say. I was like, a grown nigga, first thing he gotta do before he do
Yeah, I
anything is go
mean, come
pee.
on, you've been holding it all that time. You gotta go ahead and do what you got.
Yeah,
You
you gotta
already been
pee.
holding it. You know what I'm saying? You been holding. You got to let that thing go. You've been holding, so I'm glad you say
Amen.
so. I always tell everybody when they come on the show, I'm glad they say. But they say
Absolutely.
they didn't open LA back up. You been keeping up with your politics, Jane? What you think about Joe Biden's first 3 days, 4 days?
I mean,
Real
it's probably
quick.
gonna take him a minute to do anything. I just hope Joe don't die for the first 100 days. He the oldest sitting president that got elected, child. I just
He ain't not gonna happen to him. He just
yeah,
he just like people, like a friend of mine kept saying, Joe Biden, he have I had to check her. She sitting up there talking about, oh Lord, he got dementia. Oh Lord, he's sitting now. I said, what you gonna be like at 80?
You ain't lying. I said he ain't got no glasses on, read the teleprompter. He better than me.
Yeah, you know, he what you gonna be like at 80? We don't know what we gonna be like at 80, but I'm almost certain you're gonna be a step slower.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying, Jada? You're gonna be just a few steps slower. It's
Yeah.
gonna take you a few minutes to think about what you're gonna say. And he already said he had a speech impediment coming up. I don't understand what more they want from the man.
I don't either,
Donald
child.
Trump, I don't care if he is slow or he a step behind. He better than Donald Trump. So
You
I
ain't
don't
lying.
care.
He could stutter for all I care. Yeah, he could stutter. I wouldn't care. Let's listen to him. Be patient with him.
Yeah, you just gotta listen to him and let him talk. When he's saying some good stuff.
He is his first, first couple hundred, yeah, first couple of days. I know he's really trying to reverse some of the executive orders that Donald Trump put in place.
Yeah, he
So,
working on that.
yeah, he's trying to open back up. He finna open the borders back up now. He finna let the people come back over here. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to find y'all a job or not now.
Are they looking for a job? That's my question all the time.
You right, because sometimes they just be trying to come in and hustle and bamboozle and gang bang and everything else.
Because I mean, if you really, really looking for a job, it's something for you to do out here.
Oh yeah. Because there's some people say they looking for a job, but then they be like, oh, well, I ain't finna clean up, man.
Right, that's a job.
Dominique, that happened to me. Somebody offered me a job. I had lost my job. They had told me that I was gonna work at the airport. They were like, I got a contract for you at the airport. I was like, cool. I'm finna be a flight attendant. That's what I thought. Baby, I went and got my ID. And them folks had me pushing that little cart with the little wet flow sign on it and stuff. I told them, oh, I ain't no quitter, but you gonna owe me $80 when I leave here tonight, because I ain't coming back tomorrow. I cleaned up for folks come to my house. I ain't finna clean up in front of nobody.
I heard you, James. One of the viewers, James, said turn your phone horizontal. And
I'll turn the heart.
Yeah,
they do help. Okay.
All right, James Campbell. James Ray.
James trying to get him a technology job.
James Ray, he doing technical work. I didn't pay no attention because it ain't bothering me. I was on one time with my uncle, and my uncle was upside down or something. I kept right on talking.
I know they right. You act like you ain't even know it, did you?
Yeah. I think Joe Biden will be okay. I don't know. But I know it's going bad for his son, though. Ooh. Donald Trump Jr. He's trying to move into this prestigious neighborhood, Janet. And it's somewhere called Jupiter, Florida. He's trying to move into this prestigious neighborhood in Jupiter, Florida. And those people said, oh, hell no.
Yeah, they don't even want your president down there. Well, they don't even want Donald Trump down there in Murcielago. They say he just the traffic just be messed up. Everything just be him in a disarray. It be him.
They do not want him and his girlfriend down there. They made it a point to say, nah, we don't want y'all down here.
Yeah, they probably do like regular people. They probably get drunk and fight and everything.
Yeah, they some cokeheads. They look much better. Thank you, James Campbell. They're already on drugs. Donald Trump Jr. got that Bobby Brown tongue. When they on cocaine and they say that tongue be in their mouth, but they can't feel that tongue. And they thank you. How you doing? Thank you. I'm all right. How you doing? Okay. I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. He got one of them tongues. She on something too, and then people said no, they not moving out here. We don't want helicopters over our nice neighborhood.
We don't want none of that.
We don't want none of that.
They said they want to be able to do their drugs in peace. They don't want the news and everybody. They said we want to do our drugs in peace. Y'all bring too much over here.
Police gonna be over here with y'all. She got her own set of issues going on. Yeah, so they already pariahs with that situation. Hey, Bob. Right. Yeah, they already pariahs with that. They pariahs now, and I'm glad that they are gone. And I wish Joe Biden well. I hope.
Definitely.
Do what he needs to do as the president.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he will. I would hope so. I mean, I know people have, other objectives when they get jobs like that, and a lot of times they can't do a lot of stuff they want to do. Hell, I wanted Obama to change black people on the Constitution, saying he's a whole person instead of 3/5 of a man.
Yeah.
But I mean, some people. I mean, yeah. Well, they wanted Barack Obama to make weed legal around the world. Just we be having the craziest requests sometimes. Now I do agree that weed do need to be legal,
Yeah,
but
we need to be legal everywhere. I can't imagine why
it
I
wouldn't be.
it wouldn't be. But
Yeah,
people think weed is this hardcore crack. Even people in my family, my own mother used to say, "Y'all on that stuff." I was like, "No, wait a minute, we want
yeah,
to
yeah,
that. I
yeah.
ain't on
We
none of that. You ain't
what
seen me walk on the
say?
street. You ain't seen me steal no money out your purse.
I
You
ain't
ain't
took your
seen
lamp to the pawn shop. I
I
ain't
ain't
did none
done
of
none
that.
of that. Drove off in your car and ain't came back for
Right.
days.
I ain't sold my children. I ain't did none of that. I ain't.
I ain't have
Uh,
not done a single thing with that. So I don't want to.
all I done did was smoke a little reefer. I might have fell asleep when I was supposed to be being
I might
productive.
ate too much. I might
Yeah, I
have ate
might have
too
ate too
much.
many Debbie snacks or something like that. But
Yeah,
other than
something
that,
like.
I ain't. We gonna let's clarify that hard stuff you talking
But if
about.
you ever been out the country and you ever been to Amsterdam or some of them places like that, like
Yeah,
Amsterdam where weed has been legal for years, it makes
yeah,
people calmer. You know what I mean?
it
They
does.
quiet. They not loud over there. They just chilling and
They
laid back.
like everybody, don't they?
Like everybody
Yeah.
riding their bikes, everybody not riding the car, they just chilling and laid back. It releases tension. Not that I smoke all the time, but it's still not a bad drug. Now, if you start
Right.
saying you gonna legalize crack, that's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be running around here just smoking crack like
Now,
that.
now, believe it or not, Dominic, I don't remember where this was, but it was a country where they were making heroin legal.
Oh hell no,
That's
heroin.
what I said. That's what I said. I said, y'all trying to kill off y'all population, ain't
Yeah, everybody nod. No, that ain't no good
you?
drug.
Yeah.
Not dope.
Y'all traffic gonna be fucked up all the time.
Yeah.
And people just nodding off at the stoplight, just sleep.
Everybody gonna be high.
Yeah.
No, but I don't think weed is bad. I think weed is cool. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
come on now. If you smoking a little bud, that's fine. James Campbell said Jupiter, Florida is Burt Reynolds' hometown. Really? Okay. Well,
Oh yeah,
Jupiter,
Burt Reynolds do not want them down there. Oh no,
no,
honey. There he don't want them coke sniffing. He said, no, 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 I'm the only one.
they pariahs now. But the senators, do you really think, Jane? Let me ask you this: do you really think they gonna? I know Donald Trump. This is second time being impeached, but do you really think they gonna convict this man? Or
I hope so. I do. I'm not sure because a lot of people when they said, well, we gonna convict him, and then they be backpedaling when it's time, when it's time for them to vote. So I don't know. He need to be He need to be convicted, and the only reason I say that, a lot of people be like, "Why he out of office?" Because I don't want him to run again in 4 years.
yeah, that's.
This
I
will
think
keep
that.
them. This will keep them from even trying to run. You won't even be able to be the head of the circus. You get impeached the second time. Now we don't want you to be able to do nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah.
I don't know. I know people that are hopeful, Janet, but I just don't.
You
I don't
don't
think
think so?
I don't think they're gonna do it. They
Baby, I
too
don't think he
worried
should be
about
able to
this.
sell bootleg pocketbooks at the flea market, baby. I feel like they shouldn't let him do nothing no more.
Yeah, I just don't believe it, Janet. I don't think he. I just don't think they'll impeach him. They're gonna have to show it to me. I mean, because they stood with him in every other thing. He already did threaten them. He already
You ain't
threatened.
lying.
In 2022, it's time to just the midterm elections in
Right.
2022. So
Yeah.
they worried
Yeah.
about their seats in 2022, and he already said in his own little, dog whistle, okay, go up there and convict me if you want to, and watch me come out right. and watch me come out and tell all of them,
Right.
tell
Right.
every last one of them that don't vote for them because they a traitor. But I just think that it's unfortunate, and I just don't. They don't let anybody else get away with anything.
No, they
But it's
don't, Dominique.
okay for him not to be convicted after he sent those people down to the Capitol and went into and stood around and sat in the house the reports say he sat in the house and was laughing and tickled pink about what was happening.
Oh, wow.
And I'm hoping that all these people get felonies too, that they arrested at the White House. I've been hearing the word misdemeanor a lot. You know, you on federal property.
That was federal property, federal building, all that. Yeah, they're gonna try to tap around lightly around that with them white folks. I feel like they shouldn't, because if it was us, we wouldn't even make it to court. We wouldn't even make it to a trial. They would be telling you that 72 niggas is dead on the Capitol lawn. They shot all of them.
Got that far, man. They would have shot us. It's a street called Independence Avenue. That's a mile from the Capitol. We would have got pepper spray and rubber bulleted before we got to the Capitol. Okay?
Right. What you say, around the block at the stop sign?
Oh, come on now. Come on now, Jan. It just would have never happened.
Yeah.
Here go Damon that showed up. Let's see. He come back.
Okay, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Damon wins.
Yay!
Hey, we talking about I said you'll have to pee before he come on, because
baby, I know every grown person we got to pee. You better go pee as soon as you get to wherever you going. I'm telling you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm good. I just had to go check on my pops. His birthday tomorrow. He'll be 85. So
blessings.
Oh yeah. He's still fine.
Yeah, he still got his butters flowing.
Yeah. Hey, Jan, we was on the Tom during the morning show cruise, right? Damon could not believe, and this is some years ago, right? Damon was like, hold up. Now, this before he married. You always got to put that disclaimer out there. Married now, don't want to say it. Like, when was that? Yeah. Like, I ain't getting no love. Y'all spending off my daddy. His daddy.
That was on your daddy name.
I'm talking about the original came on there and sealed the deal. You hear me,
Janet? Yeah. And when I tell you, Janet, them old ladies was all over my pops, and so to this day,
like the young ones was on it too now.
Yeah. I mean, well, young for him is like 65. You know that. Them little youngest was at him, but yeah, he you know, they wouldn't even speak to me first. They'd be like, "Hey, is your father getting on the cruise?" I'm like, "Hello." I'm the one on the radio show.
They didn't care.
Everybody. Yeah. Hey, before you got on here, we were talking about the Capitol and how they would have rubber bulleted us down right away. Shot at us, pepper sprayed the whole nine. But I was getting ready to make a point before you came in about the one little black guy that they had on there that got locked up. He don't have no bail, no nothing. Everybody else.
Yeah. He started it.
Yeah, he started. He had the best picture of him out of all the pictures. I was like, how his picture get so clear?
Well, I tell you, and you not only does he not have no bail, ain't nobody gonna put no money on his books. He ain't getting no commissary, no ramen noodles in jail. He ain't getting nothing. He ass out for real.
Yeah, he ain't had no business down there.
He was down there trying to get his stimulus check, y'all. Don't do that.
He had no business down there. He was down there with the people, and he should let them go ahead on. He should have looked at the crowd and said, "This gonna turn out bad for me." You gotta know how to survey the crowd.
Or at least if you're gonna do some dumb stuff during the pandemic, wear a mask. Wear a whole mask, not just
right. So can't nobody recognize you. They had fire chiefs out there from different states with they had on from they precinct with their name on the back of the hat. I was thinking, really?
They was proud to be out there, but I'm saying that brother should have been out there like a bandit.
You're not like a ninja.
Yeah, one of the dudes, the picture they had with the brother out there, he looking at the camera like this. With the mask down. I was like, come on, bro. They come up. He mentally ill. That don't fly for us.
I was like, that don't work.
Mentally ill don't work for us. They so mad they couldn't blame that whole insurrection on black people. They don't know what to do. They had to look through the film and say, there go a nigga right there. Look at him. And here he in the camera.
Yeah, that fool looked at the camera like R. Kelly in that sex tape. I don't know if it was one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Remember the one scene when he was eating the ass and he turned and said, "What y'all doing out there?"
Not what y'all doing out there. Not what y'all doing out there.
They would make too much noise in the hallway. He was eating ass. Like, what is y'all doing? Making all that noise while I'm eating ass. This little girl's ass.
If you go down by the Capitol and you see all people with Donald Trump hats on, Donald Trump flags, and the whole nine, you need to say, you know what? I'm gonna miss this function right there. He all up in the middle of it. They showed him swing, looked like he was swinging the pipe. I said it looked like they photoshopped his thing or something. He swung the pipe, looked like he said his head all the way. I said,
is this the bionic arm, man?
I think they photoshopped. And the ironic thing is, I was in DC when all this was happening, and I was riding to Georgetown, and I was riding up Independence Avenue. And when I was riding up Independence Avenue, little white dude pulled up in a white truck. He was by himself. He's staring at us. So, we just stared at him. We ain't say nothing, We just kept looking at him. He had his Trump flag, and he'd look at us, and we looked at him. So we had this little stare off, right? So I wasn't saying nothing. If that's who you with, that's who you with. I ain't even gonna argue with you, because if you got a Trump flag, you're not even gonna understand where I'm coming from.
Absolutely.
They don't even speak the same language, so it ain't even nothing for me to say to you. I'm just looking at you saying the silent prayer, saying, "Lord, help white boy," because he lost. You know what I'm saying?
And the last thing you want to do is confront the one white boy riding by himself, because whenever they do the crazy, it's that lone gunman. So
that's that fear. Yeah.
Just your luck. It was the lone gunman, and you escaped it.
And so we riding. We don't have a clue as to what's going on, because it's dead downtown, of course. It's coronavirus. I was just running to this store. I had dropped my godmother off at a doctor's appointment. So we riding, and when we could see a few people, and I saw a sign, one dude had a sign that said, "Fuck Biden" or whatever. So I was like, okay, hold up. This is the day they supposed to march. And as we drove further, we could see, when I looked down some of the side streets, like closer down by the monument, all the trucks and everything, where they down there buying their Trump hats and all this and all that. And I was like, oh,
they weren't doing nothing but making people money, child. That's it.
That's all they was doing.
And the coldest thing about that, it was black vendors out there selling Trump merch. These young two black brothers was like, man, I don't give a damn who they vote for. They spending $100 a sweatshirt.
I know that's right.
Yeah. It don't even matter. Get your money.
And they're useless now. All that 2020, them shits is all on price drop now. Anything that said Trump Pence 2020 is on clearance like a month.
I might get 3 free.
You can get it at Marshall's.
So what do they say now that he haven't won, and now that the big lies revealed? Do you keep it going, or do they back off now? What happens? What
no, the radical ones firmly believe the election was stolen, and they were still touting that on social media. In fact, the My Pillow dude was still tweeting about the stolen and fraudulent election.
Not the My Pillow dude that he brought in the press conference to talk about pillows.
So Twitter he just got permanently suspended from Twitter as well. But the flag on the play.
Yeah, he should.
Then the other thing that's happened, they're saying that since the impeachment is taking place, that some of the senators are getting threats. So the radical Trumpers are still out there on that bull, and some of them still don't believe that he lost legitimately.
Right.
But another story I saw today, the Dominion machine company that's made the voting machines.
I saw that, Damon.
They filed suit against Rudy Giuliani, but they trying to sue him for $1.3 billion. Rudy ain't got $100,000. Rudy didn't even get paid from Trump for his legal services.
Baby, every time I see Rudy, he got the same suit on.
Yeah, he doing his hair at the house. Anytime you dye your hair at home, you know your ass broke.
Baby, and ain't finishing it. It's running down your face.
Ain't rinsed it out well. But look, Dave, the whole thing of it too is I'm glad they suing him, and he don't have no money, and whatever few little pennies he had left,
they gonna take it.
Trying to fight this case in court, and he'll go to somewhere and sit down and shut up
and read the instructions or die in your head and get it right. Because you got plenty of time on your hands and realize you got to rinse it a little bit longer. So I'm glad that they taking them to task. I'm sitting up there trying to ruin their business. You ruining these people's business on fraudulent accounts.
Dominique,
made up. Cut it out.
Dominique, but you know what? I'm so upset that I did not write Donald Trump and ask him to free Lil Pootie. You know, my cousin Lil Pootie been locked up for like 8 years. Baby, did you see how many people? I went through the list last night. Donald Trump has, I want to say he pardoned just this year 116 people. They only telling us the people that we know. If you go Google it, he pardoned 116 people. Ain't none of them for no real major murder, assault, nothing like that. All of them for wire fraud, money fraud, people embezzling money, stock market. Most of them owed back $3, $4, $5 million in restitution and was still in prison. So
those are all the people that could pay that under the table, that slid that envelope.
That's all it is, Janet.
Even Kodak Black. What about Kodak Black?
Kodak came with that bag. You can believe he did.
Lil Wayne too. Yeah,
you know, you're right, because
Patrick's family, they came with that bag.
You know, because Kodak Black is from down there, where he moving to, down there, Mar-a-Lago, Florida.
Mar-a-Lago.
He born and raised down in that area, so he familiar. But I was like, why is you wasting a pardon on Kodak Black?
Because he had that bag. Donald Trump all about that money. People got to realize, if you're going to give him money to pardon you, why you think Joe the Tiger King had his limousine ready when he had that bag ready? He didn't get the memo. They had the limousine, had the party all set up, and he didn't pardon. He wasn't going to pardon him.
Oh, no,
that bag. He ain't about to pardon you off. No, just, you Joe the Tiger King. No, slide that bag under that table. And we can hit it. He need all
exactly. It wasn't about the clout. It's about the bucks. You can believe that.
Absolutely.
The craziest one he pardoned was Steve Bannon, who defrauded all the Trump supporters out of all that money, and now he get to keep the $25 million he swindled them out of, and they still don't understand that Trump don't give a damn about them. He pardoned somebody who swindled his own followers.
I wouldn't dare send nobody no money to build no wall in Mexico. I knew that was a scam from jump.
That was a scam.
Why is you sending the money to one man? No, I ain't look. No, I ain't. Give me my money back. I want a refund.
One thing I think the problem that come in, and this is where we definitely don't understand. We have been raised because we Black. We have to really, really be up on top of our critical thinking skills to survive as Black people in this country. They start us out young. I'm talking about little. They have us looking for the police in the car, talking about they go to man at 5 years old. You know, 5 years
straight up.
Yeah, you was almost an accomplice as an infant.
Hell yeah. So, they don't.
You was the lookout.
But they already told us in their own way. However, our people told us, look, this the deal, this the situation you in. You can get through pretty cool, whatnot, if you do X, Y, and Z. So they don't have that. They spend all their time in slavery and all that, showing us to do this and call themselves teaching us to be this way and teaching us to do this, but they ain't putting none of that in them. So privilege get them confused, get their wires crossed. You know what I mean? Because there's no way. If privilege gets their wires crossed, there's no way it doesn't. So even though he lied, they can't even see that they in a cult-like situation.
No, they don't
see it.
Yeah, drink the Kool-Aid already. Just drink the Kool-Aid.
You said what?
I said, don't teach you how to deal with adversity. That's why they melted down when they didn't get their way. You know, they still used to eat, even the poor ones, you know, they still used to having a certain amount of privilege, certain amount of their freedoms. And when you impede on their freedoms, they get rashy.
Yeah, that is so true. Because my husband's family still live in Alabama. So when you ride out through there, you see trailers, little shacks with Trump flags everywhere. And these people, they willing to, they, like Damon said, they willing to do whatever. They feel like they've been jousted out of, the election. They feel like Trump is going to be their savior. They already ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. I'm not understanding what they think he going to do. But like you said, it's that privilege. It's that privilege in the back of their mind that they feel
and they still in recovery from the black president. To be honest, the shock of the black president. So they felt like Trump took the country back, and now that Biden is cool with Obama, that's like he's the end lover, and so now you gave it back to them. So they freaking out and they melting down. But it was just so funny to see him. The ignorance of it, like even the assault on the Capitol when they was climbing the wall, I'm like, that's the most ignorant shit I ever seen, because there's a stairwell, the whole front of the building is steps, and the police was like, "Come on, we'll let you in." They're like, "No, we don't trust the government. Climb the wall."
And I don't understand them, and I don't understand this whole thing. We being left behind, dude. You in the country that you have privilege. If you left behind, to me, it's of your own choosing.
Right.
It's just you can get a job anywhere. You don't even have to know nothing. You don't even have to be really good at it. Like, let's be real about the situation. Why are you being left behind? Why are you out? You just want to fight. There's just a group of people that just want to fight, and they done bought all these guns. They 2A all day, and they anxious to use them. They've been ready to go to war since they've been 5. Their family been telling them since they've been 5. They're 55 now. Their daddy been telling them since they've been 5 that the world coming to an end. We're going to have to fight to save our country. Even they don't tell them that the country been stolen. They missed that whole part of it. They Christopher Columbus stole
Oh, yeah, because they didn't even finish school.
Yeah, so they don't tell that part. They done stole the country, and we're going to have to fight. That's what it's all about. Wanting to fight and use their guns.
They was like that. I was helping with, I helped with sorting and counting some of the ballots during the 3rd recount. And they had observers. They had observers. These people volunteered. We were counting and sorting ballots for 10, probably 12 hours a day. They had people coming in just watching. They didn't know what the process was. They just watching and pointing and writing stuff down. You be thinking, what are you doing? They tearing open envelopes and putting paper in a pile. What do you expect people to do with these? They were like, y'all gonna tear them up and throw them away. No, most of them say bye, they going anyway.
And then they say you pulling the race card, but when you add up all the facts and what they're doing, you just like, it's like you in a racist cult, dude, and you don't realize it. You're not gonna realize it till you a Netflix special in about 8 years.
Yeah, you ain't gonna realize it till your grandbaby black.
Yeah.
That's when you gonna realize it, when you got 3 biracial grandbabies and your son-in-law named Leroy. That's when you gonna realize it.
Right, when she come over there with Tonquavius. And then the craziest part about them thinking that it was fraudulent and that we stole the election, so to speak, is the fact that so many of their other representatives got voted back in. So if they're gonna steal the election, trying to tell me they just stole part of the election, why wouldn't they steal the whole damn election? So the mentality, we already know we're dealing with ignorant people, but it's not just the ignorant people we need to be concerned about, because we know the rednecks and the toothless ones and the down south ones. It's the corporate ones, because out of 74 million people, it wasn't just the lowbrow white people. It wasn't all white people. It was some black men that still had a problem with Biden. And I talk to bros like that all the time. They like, man, yeah, but that crime bill in 94, Biden ain't never been for us. Yeah, but did your ass go to jail in 94? If you ain't go to jail, then it don't hurt you. Right? Now, I personally should have been against Biden for the crime bill because I was a criminal in 94. I just didn't get caught. So if I could vote for him, anybody can. Trust me.
Right. Dang, it's people, I don't get that. Joe Biden in the 94 crime bill ain't even been to jail.
Baby, I'm talking about, and then the first thing I be hearing is people saying, oh, Kamala Harris done locked up so many black people. She was the DA. What was she supposed to do? If you was a criminal,
and I don't even know why they, and that's sexist in itself, that people keep acting like they can't pronounce her name. They keep calling this lady Kamala. That is not this lady's name. Even the Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor called her Kamala. It's like, what, her name is Kamala. It's the easiest thing to say, but people just call her Kamala strictly on the fact that she a woman. Just like Garth Brooks, when he was leaving the state, he didn't shake her hand, and he had to think about, he doubled back, but he had to think about the fact that that's the vice president of the United States of America. And it's going to take a lot of white men in particular, but it's going to take men in general, even women, to adjust to the fact that that it's a woman that a woman is the vice president of the United States of America. It's going to take some adjustment, but we can at least start with the name. You know what I mean?
And it's true. It's proof that there's sexism in that situation and chauvinism as well, because Trump should have never won the first time, even though he didn't get the popular vote.
Yeah.
There were so many men that just couldn't see Hillary being president. And I'm talking about
voted for him. Absolutely. Black men, white
they just didn't want a woman doing it. They think women too emotional or whatever they thought. But women been running, especially any black dude that's raised by a single black mother should have voted for that woman, because you know the power of the women. So, you know, I'm all for the ladies right now, especially in this comedy game, because you know that's who pay all our bills. Anybody, that's why I understand comedians that be calling women bitches and all that in their shows. I'm like, do you see your audience? This is a room full of women. It's
right.
Five at that table. They got the jobs, they got the money, and they coming for the funny. So let that be a lesson. If any comics out there watching,
right? They scheduling the dates. You think that dude would be there with her if she didn't tell him what time he need to be ready and all
Absolutely.
that? Yeah, if it is a date. Or they in there 6 and 8 deep, you know, for a bachelorette or a birthday or, you know, things of that nature. So we got to get past that. I mean, we've been conditioned in this country as men to see women in a certain light, for it to be a patriarchal society, for women to be subservient in a sense, and for us to be even promiscuous in a sense, because it's encouraged. But we got to change the paradigm on that. And I think what's happening with the politics will be a start of it, because to be honest, if it weren't for women, where would we be right now? If it weren't for women, we wouldn't have flipped Georgia. You know, if it wasn't for women, we wouldn't have organized and galvanized and gotten out in the streets. There wasn't a whole bunch of dudes canvassing door to door when Obama was running. It was women.
You know, so, I can picture some dudes trying to get together and be like, "Hey, okay, man, all right now, this is what you're gonna have to do." And they just can't get it together. I can see that.
Yeah, I'm not hating on brothers, because there are some positive brothers in the community that are doing that thing.
A large group of them,
But I mean, just from sheer numbers alone, women outnumber us. So it's about time, you know, y'all get y'all due, and that goes for every aspect of corporate America, entertainment, and politics. That's just my stay on that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I stand with it.
And that's a great stand, Damon, because it's like the two parts work hand in hand. You know what I mean? We can't have power when you don't want us to be in charge, but we can have babies. We can bring life here. You know what I'm saying?
Run a household.
It don't make sense. I mean, I know men help. Don't get it twisted. But I'm talking about when it come to getting up there, putting in that hard work to get shorty here. That's a whole different kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's the power. That's the ultimate power that women have. Because even with Jackie Reed, I had a conversation with her once on the Joyner Show, and she was talking about women's rights and women's rights to choose and situations like that. And when it comes to life being brought to this earth, to this existence, it's the woman's ultimate decision. So even if a man wants to have a child with the woman, if the woman decides she don't have that baby, she don't have to have that baby. That's that. So y'all got the power. Y'all create the life, and you know, guys got to step up to that. So we're gonna see what Kamala does in this term, but we still need to put the heat on her ass so that she does what she's supposed to do, because she's basically the president. In about 18 months, she's gonna be the president, because Biden is too old.
Let me tell you something. I told
Danny brought that up. I don't know why y'all keep saying this, man. I'm just saying. This is what I'm saying. I'm coming from a perspective with uncles and 80s. So from knowing them my whole life, I'm just saying he's just an older dude. I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with him. He had a speech impediment, and he's just 80 years old now. You think the way we are now, we ain't gonna be like this when we 80. We might be a little bit, you know, a little bit more step slow or whatever. I don't think he having no problems like that.
Let me tell you, Dominique.
Go ahead.
I love your optimism with that. But
that's what I said.
Is my mama's age, and we don't let my mama drive after dark. So if this dude, he needs to go ahead and relax. There's no way that nobody that's 79, 80 years old should be making decisions about our lives. He was just our best choice in these circumstances. And if he's 80 now, in 2 years he'll be 82. And I just left my 84-year-old father. And when I tell you, he still got his wits about him, but he ain't making no decisions that make sense. So at this point,
the thing of it is that's why I'm saying he fine, because he got a whole staff. It ain't like he has.
What you say? He got a whole Congress and a Senate he got to take out.
But he got a staff. He got
that's my point.
But I'm saying he got people that work with him, so it's not like, I don't think that he under so much pressure. He got people that work with him. I think he got a great staff. But
that's why I say Kamala is basically the president. She ain't gonna be the president about 18 months. It's gonna fall on her shoulders because they're gonna be like, Mr. President. He could be like, what?
I'm telling you.
Like Jeopardy's on. I ain't got time for that right now.
Yeah, you think about how the presidency aged Obama, as far, just kind of aged him. What you think it's gonna do to, like you said, Joe Biden in 18
what I'm
months,
trying to
baby?
tell you, Joe Biden, it's a different Joe Biden.
Where's the wheel? Can you bring the walker in here? Joe said. What you say, Joe? Joe go every time they say something, he gonna be talking about, huh? Yeah. What you say?
Just like one of the viewers said, she said the Queen of England 106 and she's still rolling.
She ain't running shit.
She ain't doing nothing but getting money. She ain't making no decisions.
All I'm saying is he'll be fine in that position.
He'll be okay, but Joe Biden looked like he already was the president. He looked like the after picture of the president. He should be somewhere chilling with Jimmy Carter, looking back on his presidency. But he's in, and we got him. He got good ideas. We know, and he can implement the ideas. But to have the wherewithal and the stamina to do the job if he do it properly. That's how we know Trump was not doing a great job, because he did not age. He the only president that still looked like he looked when he came in. That fool didn't age one bit.
Absolutely, but you're gonna see him next year when it all come down on him. He just was holding it all in. He ain't do no work, but he was holding it all in. He gonna look tore up in about a year. You talking about Joe Biden gonna look tore up in 2 years? Wait Donald Trump in 2 years.
Yeah, Trump melting down. That's why I hate that they cut off his Twitter, because I would love to experience his
what
meltdown.
You said. I know that's right. He's supposed to be starting his show again. Y'all know he's supposed to be starting his show again when he firing people. That's the only way he feel good. They say he's starting his show
lane, and that's where he needs to be. He gonna get good ratings. They gonna watch him. I don't know who gonna be the contestants, but that's where he needs to be, back in reality, fake reality TV.
Would y'all go on this show?
Hell no.
No, I ain't going on this show. No, because I already.
As much as I need some network, look. As much as I need some network TV checks in my life, I wouldn't get it from that if he went back on NBC. It's to the point where now people are even complaining at Mar-a-Lago. They're losing members because he's there. The jig is up. He ran his con.
Before you came on, Dane, we was talking about Donald Trump Jr., his girlfriend. They want to move into Jupiter, Florida, into this neighborhood. This gated community, this elite neighborhood.
Where Burt Reynolds live, and it's very gated.
They send people say, hell no. Nah.
They said we want to be able to do our drugs in private. We don't want no helicopters over our head.
And if he moving where Burt Reynolds lived, then damn it, he going to the upper room, because Burt is out of here.
Burt older than Burt, and then
Burt is dead. Burt is dead. Burt is gone.
Yeah. Who that told
you? But that's not what they said. They didn't say that's where Burt Reynolds lived. They said that's where he from. Janet did it wrong. That's where he from. That's not where he lived.
That's where he from.
If that's where Burt lived, then he needs to pass out the shot he took to get his ass back in.
Oh God. Yeah, so that just
and that's another thing. They trying to groom Ivanka, his daughter, to be a potential candidate. That's rumored that she might run in Florida for Rubio's seat.
What?
And, so that would be interesting. We don't want the Trumps involved. And Junior, he a crackhead. Y'all saw him the day of the insurrection.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah. Bobby Brown tongue. You remember?
He was high as hell. Like, and so great to see.
How you doing?
You're like Sammy Davis. He got that good straight Florida cocaine in his system.
I'm telling you.
They all on drugs. They had them a
Yeah.
good time for 4 years, laughing and doing nothing.
So they saying Ivanka trying to take that man's seat. I bought a
No,
shirt.
it's just a rumor, speculation. But have you all watched My Cartoon President on Comedy Central?
No.
Please go find that show because they roast the hell out of it. Stephen Colbert's show. It's animated, but it's it's oh my God. Go back and find those episodes. It was week to week, like current event headlines as it happened in real time.
What's the name of it again, Damon?
My Cartoon President.
Okay.
It's got to be available online or to stream. It was hilarious. They was roasting them dudes. And they made so much fun out of the Trump kids, and especially Eric. They had his gums real big. Please, y'all gotta see this show. It's hilarious.
That's pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah.
We have a I don't know why I always get to this part and I always can never get it out. We have a segment on here we call Air It Out. So in this segment, y'all get 2 minutes apiece to air it out about whatever you want to. Because we believe that laughter heals and you don't need to hold on to things. It's not good for your health. It tear your body down. Let it go. Air it out. Get it off your chest. So you got 2 minutes to air it out about whatever you want to air it out about. So Janet, you on the clock first. Air it out. 2 minutes about whatever is on your mind, on your heart that you don't like, that you just like, you know what, I gotta get this off my chest. All right, you on the clock, Janet? It starts now.
Okay. I want to air it out about, okay, I'm grown. I'm 45 years old. Men be running around here acting like grown women be cheating on them. Ain't nobody cheating on you. Y'all the one be cheating on us. We are sick of y'all. Long time ago, Lorena Bobbitt, they would have cut your whole penis off. We don't want to do that. No, Damon, we don't want to do that. I'm gonna let you keep your penis. I'm gonna cut your thumbs off so you can't jack off. That's my whole point. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing without me. You can't tie your shoe and leave unless you got my thumb, because you can't even tie your shoe without your thumb. You can't button up your shirt without your thumb. You gonna get mad at me and call your friend in the middle of the night. She done cut my thumbs off. I'm finna leave. No, you're not, because you can't even turn the doorknob without your thumb. You can't do nothing. You're not finna leave. Talking about you finna go smoke a cigarette. Who gonna light it with no thumb, sir? No, you're not. You're not finna do that. I know you gonna need me for everything if you ain't got no thumb, because you can't even scratch your balls with no thumb. I know that little elephant skin y'all got on your balls. You need your thumb to rub them around in your hand like that. That's how it look, Damon. That's how y'all have to scratch your balls like that. I know. You need your thumb. I know. And that's what, yeah. You can't even roll no blunt without a thumb, sir. So you gonna need your you need your thumb for everything. And I'm cutting it off. You want to cheat? Yeah. We don't want to get no new balls. If you dealing with a grown woman that's my age, 45, we're not cheating on you. And you know why? Because we know the balls we got. We know the wrinkle pattern on your balls, sir. We're not cheating on you. We know when they empty, when they full, when we hum on your balls. Nobody's trying to get to know no new balls. Grown women, we grown. If I try to cheat on my husband, it got to be ladylike. I ain't gonna just give up the goods right in the beginning. I might end up trying to date him and like him and then find out he ain't got but one good ball. I got a man with 2 good balls at home. What am I doing? Is what I want to air it out about. Y'all grown women. That's grown women stuff.
That was good. Jamie, you said okay. On the clock, 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. I'm gonna spend my first 15 seconds on disputing the ball scratcher. You can scratch your balls like this. You don't have balls, so you don't understand. This right here, this is a ball claw. You can scratch your balls underhand, overhand, to the side. I ain't never thumb scratched my balls. If you thumb scratching your balls, you're doing more than scratching. You're not just itching. You trying to make something happen. Now, let me talk about deadbeat dads, man. I got a buddy, man. I ain't gonna say his name right now, but he ain't seen his son forever. And he posted something online the other day about his son's birthday, and I'm like, dude, you ain't seen that kid. You ain't even have a picture. how can you be a dad? If you look your kid in the eyes, you should raise your kid. Dr. Dre's daughter just came out and said she's 37 years old. She ain't seen her father in 20 years. Now, there's no excuse not to see your kids if you're a billionaire.
Right.
Even if you don't want to be fooling with that kid, it ain't going to cost you nothing to fool with your kid. Buy a car, buy a house, give $1 million, say sayonara. I don't understand that. And he is not in touch with his father. His father also said, I ain't seen Dre in a while because he said the grandmother and the mama poured a little salt on me so Dre don't mess with me like that. So they got some dysfunctional stuff over there in the Dre household. Trey Songz, what are you doing getting arrested again? Trey Songz got arrested at a Kansas City Chiefs game because they say he didn't wear a mask. But he posted a picture. There was a picture on social media with him wearing a mask, but he got confrontation when they came to talk to him about the mask. Now, Trey got arrested for that. He recently got arrested for something else. He had a concert and the curfew ran out. Dominique, you know, one of them buildings, when it get 11:30, they got to shut down the power. He snapped, threw shit all over the place and snapped out. Now, I can't see Trey Songz being disagreeable because he always saying, yeah. Every song he say, yeah. Every time we hear Trey Songz, I ain't never heard him say no. He always say, yeah. So I don't know what Trey Songz is going through. And he better not get arrested again because he had 2 strikes. Now he's going to be Trey Strikes if his ass get arrested again. And I think that's 2 minutes.
2 minutes. All right, John.
Yeah. We ain't never heard Trey Songz say no.
I'm talking about never.
What is, you think he getting high or something? He keep getting locked up?
Well, I think he actually went into emotional rehab. You know, he had some situations he was dealing with, and he went in and got himself covered for that. I'm making fun of his mental situation, but I just know he don't need to be getting arrested, and I can't see him saying no because he always say yeah. So.
Yeah, he don't look like he'll last 2 minutes in jail. He do not need to go get locked up no more. I'm telling you, mess around and be in a duet. He better quit.
Right. He definitely don't want to be in jail and hope the neighbors hear his name.
That was good.
That was a good one.
Know your name
That was a good one.
We do not want the neighbors to know his name.
Knock, knock, knocking on the wall. Yeah.
I want to add about people need to leave Joe Biden alone. Talking about how that man gonna fall off in 2 years and how he gonna need the wheelchair and all that. Leave JB alone.
Yes, he is.
We rooting for him. We are rooting for the man.
Don't know what's gonna happen to that man. He stutter a little bit, but that's okay. He hanging in there. He got the good Kamala behind him. Kamala D. Harris. Kamala Debbie Harris, and nobody better not start calling her Debbie, because I know that'll be next. Called Vice President Kamala. I think he on a good path. He scared me for a minute, but he got back on track because before he signed the new executive orders to help change some things for people of color, I was worried because all I saw was that Harriet Tubman $20 bill. I said, oh, hell no, Joe, that ain't going to be enough right there because they only going to make 15 of them. You're going to have to find Harriet Tubman $20 bill. But I said, leave Joe Biden on. OJB be all right. He'll get through these 4 years. And we have to talk about that again after these 4 years and see what happens at re-election.
Yes.
Oh, man, y'all been good. Hope the neighbors know my name. Damon.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut you off. And Dame will come back and say we don't like.
You clown the ball. You don't thumb the ball.
You do rub your ball skin in between your fingers. Don't do that.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Do it, Jan. What is it, Jan?
He doing. That's how Damon said he claw the ball.
You got to claw the ball.
Like that,
Yeah.
That's for the cube. We need the thumb. We definitely need the thumb because you don't want to have to claw yourself if you're lonely. You'll never finish. You'll just be, God damn it.
Yeah.
You need that thumb for that last little.
Yeah.
It's like opening champagne.
So tell these people where they can find y'all and tell them what you got going on.
Comedian Janet Dollar on all social media platforms. I do a radio show on iHeartRadio every Monday night from 7 to 9 Eastern. Gotta have both of you guys on there real soon.
Absolutely.
Yes. That's about it. In Atlanta, we wide open like ain't no pandemic, baby. Come through.
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't invite to it like come through. At your own risk. Come through at your own risk. Bring 5 bags and wear them all at one time.
Yeah.
And your nose, your mouth, and your eyes, your ears, any holes. You need to put them back. Dave, let these people know what it is.
All right, well, just know if you fly to Atlanta, any flight you on going to be full, jam-packed. I've been flying a little bit. Every other plane, 20, 30, 40 people. Every flight they had to go through Atlanta or Atlanta, that boy looked like 2018. So double mask on the flight to Atlanta. Everything I do is on DamonWilliamsComedy.com. That's my website. But on my Instagram, if you look in the bio, I shot a special called Bye 2020. It was like saying goodbye to all the stuff that we went through in 2020. And you can get that by clicking on the link in the bio. It's only $5.99. And I'm asking y'all to do that so I don't have to go to Atlanta again until this pandemic clear up. Because I'm going to go get these checks. You know what I mean?
I've been to
Uptown. I might have to do Atlanta Comedy Theater in the Oak soon as well. You know, because my bills are essential workers. They ain't never quit. But also, I have a podcast similar to this that I just started. It's called the Damon Williams Check-In. That's on YouTube, the Damon Williams Check-In. If you search that, you'll be good. DamonWilliamsComedy.com. And I'm going to get both of y'all on there. We're going to kick it. Go get the special, and let's have fun. Let's live. Let's be careful out here. Mask up. Keep your distance. And see you when I look at you, like my grandmother liked to say.
All right, now. So y'all support all these people. All my guests, please support them and all the endeavors. Y'all were great. We had a great time. And we out. And I appreciate y'all for coming on with me. Janet Dollar, Damon Williams, give it up for him one more time.
Yeah.
And we're out. And we'll see you next week. Same place, same time. It was great. I love y'all. Holla.
Love you, baby.